Ladies and gentlemen, the poopism you've all been waiting for. Sentence mixing. This poopism is highly effective in creating bizarre situations. Sentence mixing may seem complicated, but it's really not. First off, determine what you want your character to say. Yes, the Zelda CDI cutscenes are the most done-to-death YouTube poop source in history, but since the dialogue here is really easy to cut up, I'm going to use them for the sake of example. Once you find the word you want to use the split function to cut it out of the rest of the clip.
Ganon.
After you cut out the word or words you want to use, put them next to each other to form a sentence.
Ganon is going to feed me eggs for dinner.
However, if you leave it like this, it looks choppy. To fix this, use one solid clip of video.
Ganon is going to feed me eggs for dinner.
Of course, if you want to create weirder situations, choose weirder sentences. Welcome to the What to Avoid section. This is a list of the worst possible things any pooper could do, which often plague newbie poopers or poopers who don't realize 2006 is over. Every example I'm about to show you is a clip from real YouTube poops out there. I'm not trying to offend anyone, and I'm not going to say any names, but these are things poopers nowadays should really avoid. Brace yourselves, guys, we're going in! Number 1. Using only one or two different poopisms. I've seen poops that are just 2 or 3 minutes of lame stutter loops, speed changes, or, as I mentioned before, ear rape. Their main weakness is their lack of variety. Variety is your friend. Use stutter loops, stare downs, rape raves, sentence mixes, reversals, just don't use too much of a single poopism. Number 2. I've noticed this next one is very prevalent among Mario head poops. Watch.
I'm going to fly for you.
Dragging out the same joke for too long. I'm not saying longer jokes are a bad thing. It's when a gag like a stutter loop or a stare down goes on for over 5, 10, sometimes 20 seconds. Again, bores and annoys viewers very quickly. Try to keep jokes concise and to the point. Number 3. Using the exact same joke over and over again. This usually comes off as a lack of effort and a lack of creativity. And don't use the same jokes and quotes in every video. It's like watching the same poop with different video footage. Variety, people! Number 4.
Boring around here.
My boy, this...
Oh, get a new computer.
Using your own voice in a poop. This is why we have sentence mixing. Dubbing over video footage with your voice implies you wanted to take a shortcut rather than sentence mix. It pretty much defeats the definition of YouTube poop, since you're not actually editing the audio content itself. It doesn't matter how much you think you suck at sentence mixing, it's still better than doing this.
I can't wait to use it.
Just to reiterate, I'm not trying to offend anyone. Number 5.
My boy, you must die!
Paint jobs. This is an entire poopism you want to avoid. A paint job is when a pooper takes a still image and edits it in MS Paint. The results are more often than not very unpleasant to look at. Because of this poopism's infamously poor quality, it's laughed at and frowned upon by many poopers. The most common paint jobs give characters bulging eyes or gaping mouths. Here's an example. Not very convincing, is it? Number 6.
Fingers!
No.
But dinner and meme replacements. Newbie poopers have a tendency to abuse older sources, such as the CDI cutscenes, Super Mario World, and constantly overused internet memes, such as Ouija, Shoop-da-Whoops, and over 9000. If I had a nickel for every spadinner poop that made this joke... What the fuck? Calculator error. This style of pooping is known as spadinner. Hear me out first. Just because you use spadinner elements, say you throw in one dinner, or you use Super Mario World as your pooping source, it doesn't mean your poop is instantly spadinner crap. It ultimately depends on how you use them. Using a couple references to older sources here and there won't kill your poop. This will.
Perhaps I can find spaghetti in the printed word.
Or is it the bagel?
No. He stole my
Computer?
He stole my
Drinky?
He stole my spaghetti!
All these jokes you're hearing, they're called meme replacements. Meme replacement refers to simply replacing words with memes. See, unlike sentence mixing, meme replacement is just throwing in random words, usually those we've heard trillions of times already. If you're going to use old references, use them sparingly. Some spadinner poopers also make characters swear a lot or use generic sex jokes. Swears and sex jokes can be funny, just not in excess. Number 7. Using multiple character voices for one character. Try whenever possible to sentence mix with only one character's voice. However, if you absolutely can't find a certain word, use someone else's voice for that one word. Using 2 voices can be forgivable, 3 maybe, but try to use as few as possible. Number 8. Long YouTube poop intros. There's really no point to doing this. If the viewers are bored enough, they'll probably leave before the intro's over. If you really want to put one in, keep it around a few seconds. Number 9. Using external devices to get clips. Guys, downloaders exist. Use them. Using a cell phone or handheld video recorder is a big no-no. Why? Look at the quality. You'd be better off using Hypercam. I repeat, Google a tube catcher. Number 10. Making a poop way too long. I've seen a bunch of poops that go on for 8, 10, 15 minutes. Unless a poop that long has enough good content to keep its viewers engaged, more than likely they'll leave before the halfway mark. Some of them are even split up into multiple parts, ranging from 2 parts to over 10. Length does not determine the quality of a poop. Number 11. Pay attention, folks. I believe this is the worst possible thing any pooper could do.
Fish paste!
It looks a little dusty around table 3. How about if you sweep it out?
What's the point? I can't do anything right.
You'll do fine.
Using large chunks of unedited material. Using a few seconds of unedited material is okay if you're building up to a joke, but I've seen poops that have hardly any edits at all. The whole point of YouTube poop is to edit the source. This is practically guaranteed to slaughter a poop. Avoid at all costs. Alright, in conclusion, making YouTube poop well takes practice. Don't expect to make a great poop on your first try. I sure the hell didn't. Also, experiment with different Poopisms and think of clever ways you can make fun of your source material. A lot of different viewers means a lot of different senses of humor, so you have to develop your own style and find your audience. Unless you deliberately copy someone else's style, which is not advised. If you need help with your movie editor, say you're just starting out with Vegas, YouTube has a ton of tutorials. And thus ends my YouTube poop tutorial. I hope you all learned something today, and thanks for watching. This is Mobro Studios signing off.